All right, welcome to Tarot NY Oracle, where we get into the cloud to see what we see. This is your collective reading. I do read for current energy, but this is good for the next 7 days. And whenever you find it, it's meant for you. While I was meditating, I was hearing, how do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? So some of you might relate to this song, might be a country pop fan, or maybe energetically that's how you're feeling or your person is feeling. We're going to go ahead and dive in. We're going to do a mini you versus them. I do a long you versus them per sign on Saturdays, and a mirror soul connection for those of you that feel you're in a twin flame on Sundays. All right, so what I'm feeling for your person, we do have a strong bat, bear, and bee energy. Our bee, of course, is very busy. So your person is feeling like they have a lot of work to do. They're a busy bee. They're very practically oriented. They might feel like they're going in circles, running around in circles to get things done, jumping from here to there. This is a strong air energy as well. We have another air energy here in our bat. We, of course, have bat energy, which is also air energy. And the bat is a master of the night. Whatever was invisible to him in the daylight, whatever was unclear, wasn't able to make sense of, the night comes. And it's a very spiritual energy. A sense of being able to make sense of the things that once were not sensible to that person, being able to see through what he once or what she once was not able to see through. The bat also is a strong energy around a new beginning, and so is the bear. So the bat energy is an energy around the night. The day is ending and the night now is beginning. So it's a transformative energy. It's an ending on a time period, a beginning of another time period. The bear essentially is an animal that is hibernating, and when winter is done, spring emerges, and so it's a new season. It's another form of transformation from one season to another. So this is from day to night, and this is from winter to spring. So there's a strong two double energies around transformations, and the bear has a spiritual quality as well. It's like waking up to the dawn of the day, waking up to spring, waking up to spirit. So I feel like your person is having some sort of epiphanies or awakenings around the higher vibrational things in life. Are what we can't see, the things that are invisible to us are now finally making more sense to this person. They're starting to connect those invisible dots, how everything is linked together. Everything is mysteriously one, even to the smallest thing. And I feel like your person is finally able to start to connect all of this, and making more sense of it as they're moving into a significant new chapter in their life. So this represents life, this represents work, and this represents love. So in these energies, what I'm feeling is your person is having double transformations. Their work is also transforming their life, and their life is transforming. And so they're having a big change that is occurring internally and then externally. In love, I feel like they're trying to distract themselves. There's a distractive energy keeping themselves busy in work, while their work transforms them and their life is transformed, and they're able to connect all of the invisible dots, that which they once could not make sense of. Spiritually, I feel like your person's a very grounded person, a person who focuses on work, maybe could be a workaholic, And I'm going to light this up. This one is dulling. All right, we have a bit more light. I do see double air and land, so, or earth. So at the center, at the core, your person feels very grounded, especially in work. It's like this is what grounds them. This is what makes them feel like they're tethered to something. And so their job is very important to them. Their financial state is very important to them. You know, like the bear, they're very courageous. They can conquer. They're a warrior type. They're very strong in work. In life, the energy feels more, it's air, and in love the same. So in life overall, it's like that energy also encompasses in love and vice versa. What they're feeling in love, they're overall feeling in life. There's a strong sense of getting stuck in the mind space, or the mind space is something, they're very logical in love and in life. But we know that love is not very logical, so they might have a hard time making sense of love, right? And life itself, because these things often don't have logic to them. There's also a sense of flying around, like perhaps not sticking in one spot or one place. Perhaps the person likes to move around or works where they're able to move to different locations in sales or coaching or Ubering or something that allows them to drive around or move around. There's a sense of being able to have movement in love and in life, maybe not sticking to one thing. We're going to go ahead and dive into you. This is you versus them. So we're going to go ahead and look at your energy. We do get our starfish reversed. A lot wants to come out. And this is our life and love and work. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to take all those. So our starfish reversed is life. Our tiger reversed is work. And yeah, if you want to come out. We have the tarantula and the stingray reversed for love. We'll read it like that for now. And so there's a sense in love, we have very similar energies in some sense as your person does in overall life and work. So we'll go over this first. I feel that in the love space, so the tarantula is overlooking, this is a strong fire energy, and this is a water energy. And so this energy is more connected to spirit, and it's a transformation between two different periods of time as well. It's like you're at a crossroads, or claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents great decisions and prioritizing your deeper purpose. You might be feeling sidetracked if you are paying too much attention to your routines, your habits, the things that you are practically trying to do in life, instead of focusing on your dreams, your inner calling, what your soul's calling you to. And so there's a sense of remembering your voice inside that is reminding you to pay attention to your dreams, to your happiness, your true north. There's a sense of being patient and calm though, and being wise. And it is in the upright. So there's a strong energy around following your intuition. And then, of course, we have our stingray, which is developing that strength within, that core, that spine, that leads to personal growth. But there's a strong sense with the stingray, deciding between the things that once were easy or comfortable and then going toward new challenges, maybe being uncomfortable, maybe going toward the unfamiliar. Of course, people in our life can make life decisions more complicated if people are pulling you in different directions. But there's a sense, because this is in reverse, there might be a sense of wanting to quit. But I see that your intuition is stronger than the desire to quit or blame, not sure what to do. So in love, you're also going through a strong transformation. And for some of you, it might be with this person. You might be transforming, growing away from this person. For others of you, you might not be in relation with the person anymore. It might be in separation or together, but you are growing inside toward what your intuition is guiding you toward, those deeper, more important things. You know, the tarantula is this quiet creature that rests, but it's very powerful. It has a potent power inside. So there's a sense of being still to find that potent power inside, and to not quit, even though you're at a crossroads and you're needing to decide, make a decision in love, to grow, to follow your intuition, to go toward the unfamiliar, the things you might not know. Because there's a growth period happening within you, for you to be happier. So let's take a look at our life. So in life, I do see the starfish, and in love, I do see the tiger. And so let's go ahead and talk about with the starfish energy. So this is your overall life energy, and the starfish can be very playful, fun. It's pretty to look at. It's alluring, beautiful. There is a focus on the outside world, though, with the starfish. And so in life, you might be focusing a bit more on the jewelry, the shiny, what's shining. You know, all that glitters isn't gold is what comes to mind. But it can make others feel like, you know, they've been put under a spell, or, you know, there are people love being around the starfish because it has this fun energy, right? But it's also a warning to not rely too much on those external things, what other people think, or to have your self-worth based on others' opinions or on the external things. To not forget your deeper calling. So this is a reminder, especially for artistic types. You know, if you're feeling on empty, or a lot of gossip is going around, or you're the central issue of gossip, or you're gossiping, it's a strong energy to remind to be around positive friends, to focus on the positive, to help bring that energy back to those deeper important things. The things that the tarantula, because love and life are often very connected. And there's a sense of remembering that you're at a crossroads, and to use your intuition, and what you think about you, what you feel about you is what's most important. Because this energy is in the reverse, you know, there is a warning around paying too much attention to what other people think about you, or gossip, or things like this, to just focus on you. We do get the stingray energy in reverse too, which is a reminder to push through the discomfort, whatever is discomforting, to not quit, to not, you know, oftentimes the stingray energy is something that you might want to blame others, and as you're in that state, you might whiplash with your tail and hurt others. And this is a mind energy, so with words, you might hurt with words. And so this is a strong reminder to not blame and not quit, but to focus on your intuition and be that potent power. So when we move into our work, we get a beautiful divine feminine energy of tiger. It is a lunar energy, so you might feel like you're doing your best work at night or right after you wake up, or you might feel like you're doing your best work when you can hone in that feminine energy of spirit, receptivity. There's a sense of soothing and healing your spirit and sensuality as well. There's something around nighttime, the moon, darkness, feeling like when the world is asleep and you're awake, or your soul is more awake, and tapping into that in your work, or a reminder that that could be very helpful for you. Spending time in silence, taking in the calm. That energy is also what I was getting from the love as well. There's a certain calmness or an advice to go into calm, go into stillness, to tap into your inner voice, your intuition, to focus on what you think and feel, and to get into your feminine energy and take gender as it resonates. We all have feminine energy inside. And so it's just listening to that. There is a warning as it's in reverse about overstimulation. And there might be, especially, if you are very in tune to intuition, spirit, dreams, synchronicities, these kinds of things, you might feel overstimulated if you are taking in other people's energies a lot. And so there is an advice around lighting a candle, gazing at a candle, before you go to bed. You could also take a hot bath with Epsom salt and then gaze at a candle to just help release that energy, blow it out, and then go to sleep. So there's an advice around that as well that wants to come out. So we're going to go ahead and we'll move this up. And we're going to dive into some of the tarot in what your person is experiencing in life and work and love overall. And then we'll dive deeper into feelings and how each of you are feeling. For some reason, your person is very talkative. 3 to 2 cards at a time popping out. You're talking very slowly and your person is talking very fast. All right. So we want to go ahead and look at the overall energy for life. We do get the 10 of Wands. We get the 8 of Pentacles in work. No surprise, considering what we had earlier. And we do get this is also a Pentacles. And this looks like a page. So I think, this feels like a page. All right, so your person in life overall, this is emotional burnout. There's a sense that your person is feeling very, very tired not really sure what to do, what to decide. Life, love, work, spiritual awakening may be all hitting this person at once. And there's a strong sense of just emotional burnout. It's a very heavy energy. You know, it's like carrying so much load on your back on your own, especially if your person's not someone who likes to ask for help, or and so I feel like your person is carrying a heavy load, but it is a 10. So this is an energy around letting go of, finally letting go of the load. It's like you're finally at the end of the journey. You're at the end of carrying this heavy load, and you're going to be putting it down and then breathing again in this transformation as you're moving forward and transforming. Your work and your life are transforming right now, and you're putting that heavy load of the past behind. I do see the 8 of Pentacles in your work. So this is a lot of feeling like you're doing a good job, working hard toward saving your money, working hard, making a lot of money. And underneath the bear energy, it's like you feel very grounded in work, really good about what you're doing, you're succeeding. In love, I do get your Page of Pentacles. So in love, there's a sense of wanting to start something here, or start anew, or put a seed down, wanting to show up, be present, wanting to have something that's solid, but it's a very, very young energy. So it's not committed, it's a non-committed energy, but it's wanting to be there in person, showing up, or having something new with you or with a person, starting something, wanting a togetherness with someone or with you. So let's go ahead and dive into your energies with the tarot. We're going to dive into overall life and work, and then love. Two want to come out again. You are true to form today. So we do get 2 in love as well. All right, so I do see in life, okay, so we've got our 19, and this is reversed. All right, so we have our Sun reverse. This is going to be our 10, 17. This is our star in the upright. And we have our 6 of Cups in reverse in love. And our 2 of Swords in the upright. So, and that's funny. This side wants to talk a lot and the cards are falling out, and this side wants to in love. True to form. Okay, so what we get for overall in life, you're feeling a little bit in the dark, not sure what to do. You're trying to know what to do, which way to go, what is the purpose overall for life overall for you right now as we're moving forward in 2026, which is a 10-year or a 1. You know, we had a 9-year last year, so that was 2025, and 9 years are always hard, and you're clearing a lot of karma, and by the end you're leaving behind something very significant, and it's really hard to leave those things behind. And in 2026, things are starting anew. It's a new beginning, leaving behind the past, the karma. And there's a sense of being in the dark. not really sure what to do now. You know, there's some beautiful imagery with the sun here, and this is our starfish, and we have our star cards. So there's a sense that there's higher purpose. There's a North Node energy. This is a strong Aquarian energy. You may be an Aquarius, you don't have to be, but there's a strong sense of connecting to fate. North Node is your destiny, fate, and we have the star twice. So it's like in life, even though you're feeling maybe disconnected in the dark, not really sure where you're going, this is also a strong mirror soul twin flame energy, soulmate energy. So you might feel disconnected from your soulmate soul twin. You might feel separated or be in separation or disalignment, not really sure the bigger purpose in things connected to your soul's purpose, soul mate, soul twin. You might have some not being able to see clearly through the forest of what to do. But there's a reminder here that everything is through divine timing and fated, and to not worry about it, to connect back to your intuition, to your divine feminine energy, and to focus on what you think, what you feel, and to not be disaligned by other people. I do see a strong energy around work. What you are doing, you are meant to be doing. You are right where you're supposed to be, and you are growing, and this is a strong fated energy in work. And so we do have our divine feminine energy here as well, which is very spiritual. So there's a sense of bringing your spirituality to work, your deeper intuition to work, letting those moments when you go to sleep, right when you wake up, help guide you. And there's a sense of something fated coming for you now throughout 2026 in work for you. In love, we do have our Six of Cups reversed and our Two of Swords. So this is a strong energy around holding on to the past or being stuck in the past. Wondering if your person is thinking about you. Unresolved issues that don't feel quite resolved, or you don't want to put the past in the past and move forward. Again, our 9-year last year was a very heavy year of putting karma away, putting our old selves away. And this is our new version of ourself this year. And there might be a strong sense within you of having a hard time of letting all that go, especially if it was with someone significant, or you're not able to make up your mind. This is a strong energy around not sure what your person's doing, your person's intentions, not sure what you should do. Again, this is a crossroads energy. And we got that with the tarantula. So you're at a strong crossroads. This energy is being repeated again here. Crossroads, crossroads in love, which is interesting. We have fated North Node destiny, divine timing, and trust in that, in your overall life and work. And we've got you're at a crossroads in love, twice showing up in a diagonal, similar pattern. So very interesting. There's a sense of needing to use your free will, use your intuition to make a choice and move forward. And don't worry, because what's meant for you will come for you. And you have fate on your side in life, and it's a part of your work, and it'll all work out for you in the end, is what I want to say here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into feelings, your person's feelings. This is going to be on the surface level, so your person's feelings on the surface level. And then we'll dive deeper. How is your person feeling? Yep, we get another distracted energy. That's what we had with the bee energy. So your person is trying to keep themselves busy. They're trying to ignore, not address love or not address you. They're trying to focus on all the distractions. And this may be causing delays in the love or in the connection or the reunion, if that is also something that's being anticipated. We do have possibilities at the bottom of the deck hiding, so there's still a lot of beautiful possibilities in the connection. What else is on the surface of what your person is feeling? Okay, we do get a strong sense of rejection, abandonment, whether you left this person or this person had to leave or left you. There may have been a circumstance where they couldn't help having to leave, having to do with their work or their life, something that pulled them away from you. And so they're feeling, especially since I read for primarily soulmate, karmic soulmate, and soul twins, but also those who are in strong soul tribe connections, there's going to be a strong soul vibe between you. And when you're in separation, of course, it can feel very rejective or abandoned. There may be irrational fears popping up in your person's heart space about this connection and or about you. There's a sense in this energy of needing to do things alone by themselves. This feels like the Five of Cups energy, or sorry, the Five of Coins energy, where you're left out in the cold. Abandonment wounds. This person's abandonment wounds may be rising to the surface, and they're trying to distract themselves to not feel it, to not work through it, to not heal from it. We do get emotional storm hiding underneath this energy. So there's a sense that this is causing a strong emotional explosion within them. We did get that emotional burnout energy. So I feel like their life and their love are connected. And so this emotional burnout that they're experiencing in life is connected to their abandonment wounds, and they're distracting themselves to avoid looking at the wound, looking at the sores. And there's a strong storm underneath it all. Let's see what else your person is feeling for the connection. The hopeless energy does come out as well. There's a sense of feeling they're sinking. They're not sure what to do. This feels a bit like the Eight of Swords, where there's a restrictive energy that is being caused because of fear. And this person may have a strong sense of depression or a dark shadow feeling over them now. And over the next 7 days, it feels like a dark space for them that they're trying to avoid. They might feel like things are falling apart, or they don't know what to do, how to salvage this, how to move forward, especially if they're feeling separated or pulled in another direction from you because of work, life, or because of some underlying issue that keeps you two apart. Or if you guys are together, there's just a sense of not feeling connected right now. We do get the emotional storm again in the hidden energy underneath hopeless. So there's a sense that there's a strong instability that is boiling up underneath, causing emotional burnout. And so their life and love are definitely connected in this triangle here. Let's go ahead and see what we get for on the surface. What's on the surface feelings for you, that you have for your person. What's on the surface? The surface feelings. We're going to go ahead and dive into surface feelings, and then we'll dive into those deeper feelings, and then hidden feelings. What you don't want your person to know, or what your person doesn't want you to know, and how they're feeling. Well, your person was very talkative, and now you don't want to talk. What are you feeling on the surface about your person? You're being very shy over here. All right, we do get memories, and I'm not going to read all that. All right, so we do have a strong energy around memories. So at the surface, you're reminiscing, you're thinking about your person a lot, all the things from the past. Some things may feel bittersweet. This feels like a Six of Cups energy, and I see that Six of Cups energy here in reverse. It's like you're stuck on the past, on the memories. Of the connection of the person, things you guys did together, things that he said or she said or did. I also see energy around beauty. So on the surface, you feel for your person. You might feel your person's very charming, kind-hearted, or graceful, but this is also a strong energy that just feels innocent and pure. Like your person, you might see a lot of butterflies when you think about your person. That might be a synchronicity for you as well, or moths. Maybe there is a moth program that you guys watch, or your person watches, or something to do with butterflies and moths. But I feel that you feel positive about your person. You're in a positive space around all the memories, you're having a lot of positive memories about this person. Let's see what else you're feeling on the surface. All right, we do get silence. So it feels like you're not able to speak with your person. Maybe your person is stonewalling, not talking, or blocking, or there's a no contact period. You guys might be in separation. For whatever reason, your person's not speaking with you. It could have to do with other things. Maybe it's work or something in life or in their emotional state where they're not able to communicate. Sometimes people can be detached, or they can be disassociated. So there could be an emotional reason why this is happening, but there could also be a work life reason why this is happening too. Maybe work is keeping them really busy. We're going to go ahead and get one more, just because 4 kept wanting to come out on your side. And we'll try for one more energy and what you're feeling. On the surface. So on the surface, it looks like you are in a much better place than your person in terms of emotionally. And we're going to go ahead and get one more energy, please, for how you are feeling in this connection. This one wanted to come out. Okay, so there's a foundational energy. So you may feel very This person may feel like family to you. This person may feel like someone who you would want to have a family with, or perhaps you do, but for most of you, I feel like this is an energy around your person feels like family. You might also feel that your person would make a really good husband or father, or someone you would want to live with. You guys have a lot of qualities that bring you together, that make this person, or a wife, or a mother. They might have a very strong nurturing quality. So there's a strong energy around a foundation that you two share, or you would like to have with this person. This person feels like home to you. This energy feels like a nine or 10 of coins. It feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. That's the song that's coming through. All right, so we want to go ahead and dive into our deeper energies as well. We're going to get in our... All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into deeper feelings, how your person is feeling on a deeper level. So we do get our hyena in reverse. So this in the upright, of course, is very social animal. In the reverse, this feels isolating or not wanting to be involved in the group or life, maybe hiding kind of an energy. In the upright, of course, it's charming, using jokes, being witty, but so it's like a period of being shy, pulling away, hiding themselves, not showing their humor and wit. So we also get a strong energy. This energy can be very scrappy, but it can also be a bit petty or cheap. Could be suspicious. There is a warning around if you're drinking a bit, to kind of hide your feelings or not deal with it, to take a step back from that. What we do have hiding here is the nightingale. So there's a sense of not being connected to your inner voice. You're not singing your tune. So this feels to me, this energy is like, you know, you're in the dumps and you're not addressing your, you know, it feels like depression or a lot of sadness, or there's nothing that can be done, feeling left out in the cold like a lone wolf, and feeling disconnected from your own emotion, your own voice, and just kind of isolating. All right, let's see what else we get for what your person is feeling deep within. So this is on the surface and this is deep within. What your person is feeling deep within. So there's a sense that your person deep within is feeling like they're not connected to their true self, their true emotion, their true voice. Feeling like they're just needing to isolate or are isolating. We do get our Scorpion energy in reverse in work. So, so this is Scorpion energy is fiery. There's a sense of isolation. This creature tends to be alone. They don't like to be in groups. So we're getting this energy again overall in life and in work now where they're leaning toward isolation. Maybe they work on their own, work at home, maybe they have their own business, or even at work they might be feeling like they're not connecting to their coworkers. They might not be going out, but it's a passionate, competitive energy. It's very career focused. It's interesting that both of the work energies have everything to do with being very focused on work, making the money, saving. But this energy can also have unresolved issues from the past, or situations that keep festering, or they're focused on things from the past that are unresolved, which was the energy that we got from you as well, but that was in your love. So it seems to be manifesting in their work. Sometimes during the day, or if they're working at night, they may be thinking about unresolved issues. And I feel like it's connected a lot to love, since you have that as well. But this can also be, how do I solve this problem? How do I solve a problem? Like Maria comes to mind. And this person has to deal with it. They have to look at their emotions, and stop distracting themselves, and look at those wounds that need to be tended to, healed. There's a sense also that you can feel burned in this energy. Of course, we got burned out. So there's that repeated feeling of something that feels very tiring and exhausting emotionally. But because it's in the reverse, there can be a lot that needs to be resolved that's unresolved. You can be jealous about what other people have, maybe a bit resentful that others have something that you don't have. There's a sense of unresolved issues. And so let's go ahead and get one more deeper energy for deeper feelings that your person is feeling. That energy wanted to come out. Deeper feelings that your person is feeling in this connection, for you, about you, in love. So your person is not having a time of it, are they? This did come in the reverse. Okay, so what's hidden? We do have the fox upright, so that's a positive. So our wolf energy, let's go ahead and take a look at our energies. So it is really interesting. We get our wolf reversed and our fox in the upright. So our wolf energy, when it's in the upright, the wolf essentially is a pack animal and it travels in the pack. But when it's reversed, it feels like a lone wolf. And it's not traveling in the pack as it was meant to. There's a strong energy, again, of isolating, being by themselves. So they feel very disconnected or disaligned or separated from you right now. There's a sense of feeling left out in the cold and hopeless, depressed, or sad, not a happy situation. It's like a dark cloud over their energy, and all this energy is isolating, and they're distracting themselves. But what we do have underneath the wolf is the fox. So the fox is a very, witty, friendly, smart, strong, wise energy. This is an energy that adapts to situations, and they're animals that like to commit to relationships for long term. They have natural charisma. They like to stay true to those they love, that they keep close. It's an energy of wanting to reconnect to their loved ones, wanting to reconnect to you, wanting to have commitment. But this energy is so hidden underneath, right? It's like they want it, but there's so much in the way. And this can have to do with life, work, or emotions, or all. And a lot of times there are obstacles that are in the way of the things we want. This is in the upright though, so it's beautiful when it's in the upright. It's magical, it's ingenious, it's monogamous, it's wise, it's a teacher. So there's an energy underneath it all that is trying to come through and help. So let's go ahead and see what we get for what's deep down in the feelings of you. All right, we do get fire ant. Camel wants to come out. Seemed like they all wanted to come out. All right, so we do get the fire ant energy. And this energy is in the life space. That's funny. This also equals the same amount that we had before. You keep wanting to come out in fours. And we have a camel reversed energy for work. And we have a turtle and a firefly energy in love. So we're going to go ahead and dive further into that and see what we got going on. When we look at our life overall, what your person is feeling deep down in this connection for you, and as it relates to their overall life as well, there's a sense of feeling more rigid. You might need to have a bit more flexibility in how you're viewing your person. There might be a lack of understanding what your person is going through. You might only be seeing it from your perspective. You might be going toward people who fuel that imbalance, that gossip, that blame. And all that is, indicating that there's a misalignment within you. For others of you, you may be stewing on or thinking a lot, again, that energy we had before here of connecting to the past. You might be really focused or fixed on things from the past, your person. But there's a sense of needing to remember your thoughtfulness, and it's okay to have a sense of rules or logic or discipline, but that a lot of times things are not A plus B equals C. And even though it might feel a certain way to you, overall in life, because of the way this person is or the way love has been, to maybe not look at it so black and white, that there are a lot of things at play that you aren't seeing right now. So let's go ahead and dive into the camel energy. We do have our camel reversed for how you feel deep down in this connection for your person in love, and as it relates to work as well. So this is a strong energy, of course, in the upright. It's, you're very independent. You're holding on to all that water, and water is a strong symbol of your emotions, your intuition, and it's like you're holding on to all of it. But there's a sense of perhaps not knowing yourself as well as you need to, not being as resourceful as you need to. You might be feeling like inside you even feel dehydrated emotionally or intuitively. You might feel like you're lacking the vitality that you need, or the self-reliance that you need. And so there's an energy around remembering your intuition, remembering know yourself is what's coming through. There's an energy around focusing on yourself, not what others are saying, and knowing your intuition, knowing yourself well. Remember, camels search for that water, and they help to calm things down. So there's an encouragement around using what you especially have learned in work, or from coworkers, or from your boss, from work situations, clients, and utilizing all of this to know that you can work through whatever is coming in love, in this connection, and to be able to feel, rather than stick on your logic side about things like A plus B equals C, this is horrible, this will never work, why doesn't love ever happen, why is this happening in the connection. There's a sense of focusing more on the circular aspects and getting out of your head, listening to your heart, your emotion, your intuition, and trying to find that balance within. And as you do that, it'll help you to have perspectives on things change. As you hear sometimes that wants to come through is when you change your perspective on something, that something changes. When you change your perspective on a situation or a person, that situation or person changes. We can only see as far as we're willing to open our eyes. So what I'm getting in your overall energy for focused on love, and deep down how love itself is influencing you, in you, how you're feeling about this person, about this connection, about love in general. Deep down we do get our turtle energy, and we do get a beautiful energy, firefly energy, which I love seeing the firefly energy come out whenever this energy comes, because it is such a powerful energy. And so when we look at our turtle, of course, this is a water and this is a fire. So your love, your heart space is very much about, you know, your emotions and your spirit, which is lovely to see. The soul, the ancient soul, is the symbol of the turtle, your ancient soul, your grounded soul, trusting, at home in the self. So there's something about your heart space or connecting to this person or in love in general that allows you to really tap into your spirit. This is the second time we were getting feels like home to me was coming out earlier. This is another reference to that home in the self. This is a strong Nine of Coins energy. And Nine of Coins energy is also a home in yourself, finding home within. It's a no longer codependent, but within yourself you are full. So this is a strong energy that also turtle personalities are really fun to be around. They build strong relationships. They're good with the earth, but they're also good with the water. So it's like they can be grounded on earth. They can build things on earth, but they're also very intuitive. It's an energy of connecting to deeper truths. No matter where you travel, turtles go to so many different places, but they carry that truth with them. It's a strong energy around great writers, storytellers, collecting life experiences that they hold within their shells to reveal later. The energy helps to close chapters behind us, and to be able to learn from all those stories to tell our own story, right? It's peaceful and adventurous. So it's a very beautiful energy deep down within your heart. There's just a sense that in life overall, and some of that work energy that influences how you're feeling about your person or love in general. There's like an emphasis on needing to focus more on what you know deep down in your heart, rather than the judgments that we make, the judgments that are in old paradigms, social judgments. So what I'm getting for firefly energy, our firefly energy is a very beautiful energy as well. And it's like having a strong sense of light, a spark, the illumination, the spirit being awakened, being singing a song, being able to see so many things clearly, but it happens very quickly and then it can fade. So there's a sense of an awakening or a clarity or feeling very connected again in your heart love sector, specifically connecting to this person. But for some of you, it may just be in connection in general that awakens your soul, awakens your spirit. Something feels like it knows more now. So that's what I get for your overall deep down, what you're feeling. And we're going to go ahead and dive into some hidden feelings. So what your person is hiding from you, maybe even hiding from themselves, doesn't want you to know, maybe doesn't even want themselves to know. Something very hidden, a very hidden feelings that your person is having. Remember, this focuses on soul tribes, soul mates, soul twins, can be karmic soul twins as well, or karmic soulmates. And something that's hidden deep within that you're feeling, that you don't want your person to know, maybe you don't even know about, a hidden deep feeling about your person, about yourself in this connection. Your person is so talkative today, and you're like either quiet or all of a sudden you'll talk a whole lot. All right, so deep down hidden, we do get the 8. So this is a very beautiful energy. This is an energy that your person maybe doesn't want you to know, or they don't want to know, or maybe they don't even know about. What comes to mind is a walled city in Egypt. This was the hieroglyph for the strength card in Arcana, would be the walled city. It would be a circle with a cross in the middle. It would be a fortified city. But what comes to mind is walled city, because it feels like maybe this person has a lot of walls, is very fortified, and that's how they keep themselves strong. So there's a sense of needing to maybe lower the walls and learning how to be strong when the walls are down. So I feel like this person's very guarded, and that's how they keep their strength centered. What I get from you, this is the Ace of Swords energy, and deep down you're a truth seeker. You cut through the bullshit. You love ideas. You might have a sharp tongue. You might banter or argue. You're a good communicator. You love open communication. You want communication to be open. But what you're hiding deep down, often this is going to be your shadow side, right? So for many of you, this is an energy around detaching or not communicating everything, even though you might say you are or pretend you are. You might not really be communicating everything you're wanting or needing or feeling. And so you're hiding aspects of who you are by not verbalizing it. So there's a sense that what you're hiding is that you come across as a very good communicator, but you might be duplicitous. There might be things that you're really not sharing, even though you're pretending or acting like you are a good communicator, you are a good sharing. There's a sense that there's a lot that you actually don't share, and perhaps don't share with yourself, need to communicate with yourself about being honest with yourself, so that you can then be honest with your person or others. So there's that. Let's go ahead and dive into our last part. We're going to get into intentions, blockages, actions, and what we can focus on. And so let's go ahead and get 3 energies for this fallout and the neutral. 3 energies for your person. And that fell out in the neutral. And 1 more energy. And let's go ahead and get 3 energies for you. This wants to come out. Your intention, your blockage, and your action wants to come out. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this. So we do get the King of Wands for intention, the Lovers for the blockage, and the 6 of Vessels, which is our 6 of Cups energy for our action, which is the same exact energy we got for you in the love space. So let's go ahead and look at that. Our King of Wands. So this is a very powerful, confident. The intention is to be strong, powerful, confident, connecting to soul purpose. This is a very strong soul contract, listening to what their soul is telling them that they signed up for in this life, what their soul is here to do, to grow through, kind of energy. The intention is, it feels like to do the right thing, right? To show up to, this is also a mature energy, to be mature, to be committed. It's an energy that likes its freedom, but it's still mature and committed to its soul purpose, soul contracts, to its person, to work, to life kind of energy. Of course, there's a lot of snakes in this energy as well. Maybe your person likes snakes. Maybe your person is a strong Aries or a Leo, or maybe you are. You know, they like to go tss, tss, tss. So there's a sense of your person having fun with communications. They might like to bicker or fight a little bit in the way they communicate to add some spice. I am getting the Lovers for the blockage. So of course, in the reverse, there's a strong sense of imbalance in the emotional sector, the heart sector. So this is always going to be the shadow energy of a block in the blockage. So their blockage is that love, is that soulmate connection, is that mirror reflection. And, you know, it's like your person is feeling tied and bound rather than free to explore their emotions, their wounds, and what it is that they need to heal in order to, you know, live a fuller life. There's a strong sense of an imbalance between the two of you, a disalignment between the two of you, like you guys can't get on the same page. And I see this person needs to do work in their emotional sector. That's a big part of it. But on your side, you need to try to not look at things so black and white or logical, and to get more into your intuition and your emotions and see things more circular, so that your judgments on the connection or this person are not so based in societal judgments, but rather understanding better where another person, and particularly this person, is coming from. So I do see the Six of Vessels showing up for their action. So they are also stuck in the past, stuck in past memories, wondering if you are thinking about them as well. Not fully able sometimes to move forward, even though they had two energies of transitions and moving forward. There's a strong energy in their action space over the next 7 days where they are focusing on the past, the history, the memories between you, stuck in the past, things they need to heal from childhood. This connection may be bringing things out from childhood that they need to work on. What do we get on your side of the energy? We do have the Knight of Wands in your intention. So your intention is to have fun, pleasure. This is a non-committal in and out energy. It can be a player energy, but it's more like having fun, enjoying life, being wise and clever about pleasures in life and enjoying life. Of course, we get a fox energy here. This was the one energy that came out in your person's space in the upright. Over feelings for you, as well as, so I feel like there's a connection there. Their upright fox was in their feelings for you, and you get the fox in your intentions. There's a sense of wanting to have fun with this person, spend some more time with this person, enjoy the pleasures of life, but it could also be with someone else. But I feel like this is very much directed toward this person since they had the fox energy in their feelings. The 10 of Arrows is in reverse with your blockage. So it feels, because it came out in the reverse, I feel like it's almost in the upright now. There's a sense of learning from the heartache, learning from the pain, learning from the endings, the breakups of relationship, and particularly with this person, that this card is very much about instruction and teaching you about the lessons in love. And so there's a sense of you needing to learn more of those lessons and learning through the pain, through the endings, through the breakups. And because it's in your blockage, it's something to look at. You need to look at what you're learning, how you're growing through the endings, through the breakups in this relationship in particular, but also in general. And it feels like, because it did come out in the reverse, for some of you, that means it's a very strong need to look at it. You're not learning your lesson. For others of you, it's like you're almost done. You've practically learned your lesson, and this is the energy's flipping forward. So there's like two different groups of you in two different extreme areas within those lessons. We did get the 2, which is our High Priestess in reverse for action. So the action feels very much, when she's in the upright, it's, you have a higher peace, a higher level of peace. You're at peace because because you're connected, because you're in your intuition, you're listening to your soul. When it's in the reverse, it's like those are the opposite things. You're not knowing, you're in the dark. That's the energy we got as well, feeling like in the dark energy, which we got with the Sun. Our Sun energy was reversed. There's a sense of being in the dark in life, not knowing for sure, should I do this? Should I go this direction? Not feeling like you're connected to your intuition or your soul strong enough to know that if this is the right path for you. There's a sense of also, especially if this is a soulmate, soul twin connection and not just a soul tribe, but you can also have it with strong friends as well and soul tribe connections. There's a sense of feeling your person, knowing your person so well, a telepathic connection. And it feels maybe like this is also a bit disaligned or not connected, or not able to feel your person as well over these next 7 days, or know what it is they're doing. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into our last bit. What should each side, or what can each side focus on to help their own growth, their own alignment? All right, we do get our 5 of Swords, and 2 want to come out for you. Okay, so what to focus on? Your person is getting the 5 of Swords. So this of course is a lot of frustration. This is an energy around feeling like you keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying, and you keep failing. You keep repeating the same cycles over and over. It's a strong energy that has a lot of fear around it. It's getting caught in those negative cycles of thought. It can be obsessive, OCD. Your ego mind has gotten used to defending itself in a certain way, perhaps through when you were growing up, but in life as well. And when your mind is in charge over your soul, over your emotion, and you're not listening to your emotion or soul, then a lot of times things can become very frustrating, right? Because you're getting caught up in those negative thought cycles. So, and your ego isn't there to help you thrive. Your ego isn't there to help you see the truth or life. Your ego's there so you survive. So this is like being in a survival template. So what this person needs to focus on is those aspects of getting out of survival mode, out of survival templates, out of fear, and looking toward the emotion, the wounds, and healing their past, their inner child wounds, and the connection as well. So what I get for 2 energies wanted to come out for what you need to focus on. And I see your side is the Ace of Wands, which is our spark of life. This is having so much potential and possibility. Every door is open. Your spirit is ignited. You are connected and aligned. But it's in the reverse. So there's a sense that you need to focus on your alignment, your inner alignment. You need to focus on your own spark within. You need to focus on your potential, your possibility, and your positivity again, in your belief in life, your faith in your ability, in the ability to move forward, to accomplish whatever you can put in your mind. You can envision it, you can make it happen. The potential and faith of the connection, if it's something that feels right for you, there's a sense that you need to tap into that faith, that trust, that beauty, that possibility, without judgment, and return to faith like a child is what comes to mind. This is my faith like a child energy. And so this is a bit disaligned. So there's a sense of returning to faith like a child. We also get 7 of Stones energy. So our 7 of Stones is investments. It's, you know, in the reverse, this is putting things off, procrastinating, not putting in the effort, delaying. In the upright, you know, you're waiting, but in the reverse, it's stalling. So there's a stalling energy around investments, new investments. So this could literally be around money and investments, and this is a good time for that and to stop stalling. But for most of you, this is an energy around relationships, around your own growth, around a relationship, a new relationship or relationship with this person. It'll differ for each of your situations, but this is a strong energy around healing, you know, healing within, taking that time that you need to invest in yourself and heal within yourself. And so there's a strong sense of focusing on that internal investment and your own alignment, your own inner healing, your faith like a child. And there's a sense that both of these energies are stuck. And so returning to your happiness, returning to your healed self, returning to faith like a child, returning to investments within yourself, and literally possibly financial investments too. And your person needs to focus on getting out of their own way, getting out of their mind, their ego cycles that keep repeating. And in order to address the mind, we have to address our emotions. In order to address our emotions, we have to address our nervous system, our body, right? Because things work from bottom up, not from top down. So there's a sense that your person needs to work on their body healing, their nervous system healing. In turn, that works on the emotions, and in turn that heals the mind, because that's how things progress, because we are bottom up creatures. That's how we formed. But it doesn't look like your side needs that deep of an overhaul. It looks like your side just needs to remember to invest within yourself, and to stop procrastinating or putting low effort into the things that feel right to you, that feel like the right direction to you, and to believe in yourself again, and to have faith in life again. So this is what the encouragement is to focus on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for joining our collective. We are going to be doing one of these a week, every Wednesday. I release the collective for you. It's good for you when it finds you, but it is for the next 7 days upon release. If you want to do a deep dive into you versus them, we go over your person and yours feelings, thoughts, wants, and actions. And we do it one sign a month on a Saturday. We do a deeper dive there as well. And if you feel like your connection is a mirror soul, you can join us on Sundays, and we deep dive into how to get into alignment, where you're at, where your blockages are, what to focus on as you align within yourself. Because ultimately, that's the purpose of the mirror soul connection. Okay, so thank you so much for joining, and blessings, and I will see you guys next week. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what's going on with you and your person.